Alright, what's up guys? So coming today with a little bit of a different video, kind of like it's going to be more of a commentary than anything, so I'm not going to waste any time, I'm going to get right into it. But you already know by the title, this video is a commentary on cheating, actually, and the first thing I'm going to address is why I personally don't cheat. So I got a little bit of a list, got some stuff I'm going to talk about. So the first reason that I don't cheat is because it would make the game pointless for me. It's not as fun, you know. There's something, you know, this is actually, I'm going to talk about this a little later, but there's something about playing legitimately and working hard and getting good at a game and seeing your hard work pay off that is just so rewarding. You know, when you cheat, there's no reward. There's sure, you get kills, you win. So what, man? Like, the point of anything you do in life is working hard at something and achieving something, and when you cheat, you're not achieving anything. So that's kind of, you know, my stance on that one. Second point is going to be, like, losing in a game, losing in anything that's part of life. You're not going to win every single time, and that's okay. Sure, I hate losing. I don't like losing. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to go out of my way to do something that will, you know, make me win every single time. Look, man, I'm not amazing at CSGO or Fortnite or Rainbow Six or anything else that I play. You know, Rust is kind of my niche. That's the game that I'm really, really good at it. Obviously, you know, I do play modded. I play with a 4x on my scope. So what? You know, I'm good at that. That's what I love to do, and I'm good at it, and I've worked at it. I haven't always been amazing at PvP, but I've worked at it. I've gotten a lot better. My fourth point, I wouldn't feel proud of myself. I know I kind of said this if you watched my Hackuzation compilation. The intro clip there, you know, the guy was saying I was a cheater, and I told him that I could not honestly feel proud of myself, you know, seeing my name on the leaderboard or watching those clips of me hitting some ridiculous shots, double headshots, triple headshots, you know, if I knew that it wasn't legit, if I knew that I was using a program or assistance to shoot and be accurate and control recoil, I just couldn't feel good about myself. That's not necessarily true for everyone. Maybe you can feel better about yourself if you do cheat, but for me personally, I can't feel proud of myself if I know that, you know, I'm using something to gain a competitive advantage over people unfairly. So that's just, you know, mine. You know, it kind of goes into my next point. It's just not who I am as a person. I would much rather gain a competitive advantage by practicing and thinking outside of the box than doing something, you know, like scripting or cheating or aimbotting or anything like that. You know, that's just... I'm the kind of person who would much rather work hard at something and maybe not be great at it, but, you know, just work at it, get a lot better, and grind. You know, that's really just who I am as a person. My next point, if someone beats me, you know, tip my hat, tip my cap. You know, it's nice to see people that are good at the game, who play legit, and can beat me. That's awesome, man. You know, there are guys on this 100 Planes server that have been playing here just as long as I have, and, you know, I would absolutely dominate them every single time in a fight. I've watched them get better. There are people I have specifically in mind that were not good at PvP at all, and they've practiced, they've gotten better. One of them actually got to the point where I messaged him and, hey man, could I talk to you for a second? I hopped in this Discord and said, hey bro, like, if you download a scripts or something, I'm just telling you, you shouldn't, because you will get banned. And he said, nah, man, I watched your videos. I learned how to shoot. I copied your style. And I was like, hey, that's awesome, man. You know, I'm friends with a guy now. And, you know, it's really good to see people like that, you know, they take those steps to get better and not just jump that skill gap and instantly try to make up, you know, that skill and that aim. And, you know, it takes practice. And I've seen it over and over again with people on the server who... you know, I've absolutely dominated, and then, you know, at this point now, they put up a really good fight. So my next point is cheating. Cheating's just wrong, man. Like, there's something so inherently wrong with cheating, and it just really gets to me. when people cheat. It's just a little bit of a sticky situation, but it hurts the game, it hurts the community, it hurts the other players, and it's just not fair, dude. Like, the effect that it has on a game or other players is incredible, which, comes to my next point is, like, when people are good at the game, it frustrates me when skill just gets, reduced to he's probably cheating, he has to be cheating, there's no way he can be that good. That frustrates the living hell out of me. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm not saying I'm amazing, but I get called a cheater a lot. And it is frustrating. I think it's kind of funny when people call me a cheater. But at the same time, it's frustrating that has become the mindset that, anyone who is good or has any type of skill is, instantly labeled as a cheater. I just wish that cheating was not a thing. I wish that it, I just wish we lived in a perfect world. That would be pretty cool, right? All right, so the next section of my video is going to be about why people cheat. And I actually looked at quite a few sources for this. I've seen a couple videos that guys have done on this topic. But here it goes. The first one is, people will cheat because they want to jump that skill gap. They're not very good at a game, and they see people who are really good at a game, and they say, I want to be like that, but they don't want to put in the work for it. They don't want to practice. So they'll get a script. They'll get a, aimbot, aim assist, whatever it is. And it's understandable, but at the same time, like, come on, man, don't give in to that temptation and, that lack of skill or focus. Don't let that drive you to cheat. Let it drive you to practice and get better. If you have less hours than someone, or, there's always going to be people who are better than you. There are always people that are better than me. Always. I don't win every fight. I don't win every single time. I don't hit perfect sprays every single time. There's always going to be people who are better than me. My clan members, for instance, a bunch of them are better than me. The second one, cheating because you can't stand losing. That's a big one, especially in Rust, where your items, your possessions are such a big deal. Obviously, like I said, I play modded, so it's not, I really don't care about the stuff. Loot's fun and all, but I can, it's not like I don't have another AK I can go grab. So, that the cheating because you can't stand losing your stuff or something like that, I think it's, that's a really big reason. But at the same time, losing is a part of life, and it sucks. It really does suck, but let that drive you to become better, to make smarter plays, to build smarter, to fight smarter, rather than cheat. So the next point is one that really frustrates me. People that say they cheat just for fun. I don't want to be too angry about this one, but that one it really frustrates the living hell out of me. It is so damaging to cheat to other players, to the community, to the game. Sure, you know what, you go have for your fun, go for the thrill, but I can't respect you as a person. And maybe you don't care, and that's another reason people just don't care. That's just dumb. Another one that ties in with that is cheating to make people angry, to frustrate them. I've had that before, people that have fought us before, and oh my. But like I was saying, people that cheat to make others angry, to frustrate them, just to piss them off, be a troll. That's another reason. That's honestly a pretty shitty reason. You're just kind of a bad person. There's no excuse for cheating at all. Next point, I've heard this one actually a lot from people I've met, people I know. This one is, they say because other people are getting away with it too. It doesn't matter. What other people do shouldn't affect how you play the game. Just because they're doing it, that's like the, if Billy gonna jump off the bridge, you're gonna jump off the bridge too, kind of thing. Let them get banned. Let the consequences come to them. Let what's coming to them come to them. Don't join them. Don't say if you can't beat them, join them. Play the game legit. Be a good person. Walk the straight and narrow, and they will get what's coming to them. It always happens. It always will. EAC might not be perfect. Valve might not be perfect. The anti-cheat systems might not be perfect, but eventually they will get caught. So the next point, who cares? It's just a video game. That's, there's other people. These are real life people. There are real people sitting behind these monitors and keyboards. Okay, so yes, it is a video game, but at the same time, these are real people you're playing against, and it's a douchebag move to cheat. That's plain and simple. A lot of people, you can say it's just a video game, but to a lot of people it's not. Video games are an outlet, for a lot of people, for myself, it's a livelihood. Most of my time is spent gaming. I'm a student, college student, athlete, but most of my spare time, instead of, watching TV or going out, doing stuff, whatever, I'm gaming. It's kind of my livelihood. So cheating in a video game, it's not necessarily just a video game. It's a livelihood. It's a hobby for a lot of people. So when you say that, you're just being disrespectful and ignorant. So the next one is people saying it's just a little script or a macro. It doesn't matter, okay? Anything that you use, a little script, something that pulls your reticle down a little bit, that's still cheating, man. That's an unfair advantage over other players in the game. I don't care how small or big it is. Cheating is cheating, and it's just unacceptable. So, my next point, anything used to gain an unfair advantage over another player is cheating. Hands down. I don't really have to say much more on that. That's just what it is. Using a script, ESP, whatever it is. Anything small, big, doesn't matter. Okay, so this next point is actually straight from a comment on Reddit, on a thread about why people cheat. So this guy says, "This is why I feel legit players and cheaters are different people at their core. Legit players want to better themselves and earn it, whereas cheaters seem to be lazy and make tons of excuses, then cheat." Seems to be right, given a few of the cheaters' comments here already. So this, I really like this guy's point. And I'm not saying that, this kind of goes with my next point, but not all cheaters are bad people. I think that they're, I saw an article actually on, it's not necessarily that everyone who cheats is a terrible person and they just don't care and they want to, screw everyone else over. But a lot of people are, just frustrated with losing. But at the same time, there is kind of that essential difference in the person that says, I will never cheat no matter how much I lose. I will work hard and get better, versus the person that says, screw it, I've had enough. I'm going to get this thing and hopefully, it'll help me get even on the same playing field with, those guys who are really good or whatever. You can't just say, they're cheating, so I'm going to cheat too. And make it a level playing field. That's just not how it works, man. You got to get better. You got to work hard. This last point is there's a difference between subverting the way the game is played and cheating. So there are different ways you can play the game to gain an advantage, but not an illegal advantage. So, for instance, I use the 4 times on the AK. That is an advantage. That's a huge advantage, especially at range. It's a lot of practice. You got to work hard on controlling the recoil, but it's a huge advantage over iron sights or even the simple handmade or the hollow sight. Other advantage, the double pump in Fortnite. That's not cheating it's frowned upon, and now it's been nerfed. But that's how people found an advantage by subverting the way the game was played. Other examples, shooting through trees. You can do that in Rust, shooting through nodes. A lot of people don't know that. If they're using a tree as cover, you can shoot through it. Another one is changing your sensitivity to reduce the recoil that you actually have to pull down. That's just getting used to it. That's, a lot of people play on low sensitivity because that's, smarter for, especially in the CSGO community, smarter for precise aiming. But in Rust, a higher sensitivity means less recoil. So that's just another way of, making the game work for you to make it easier. All right, well, a few final thoughts that I have on this matter. There are always going to be people that cheat. Good people, bad people. Anyone and everyone can download something, whether it's just a script or a macro or, full-blown paid cheats. There's always going to be people that cheat. It's a fact of life that people will always want to win with whatever means necessary. And that's just life, man. Like not everyone's going to cheat, but everyone wants to win. And some people are just going to go to whatever means necessary to do that. But, my stance on it, playing legit and losing is always, always better and giving into the temptation of cheating. You know, and I hope this makes sense to you, that you'll side with me here, and that, you know, no matter what, you play legit. And if you do cheat, I don't hate you. I just hope that something that I said in this video will convince you to not cheat. You know, if you're legit, kudos to you, man. I appreciate it. And you know, good luck to you guys, and I hope that this video actually kind of makes sense, and you know, makes a difference in your perspective on this issue. So thanks, guys, for listening to me. If you stuck through the whole thing, really appreciate it. You know, and I'll see you in the next one.
Great for my city, I'm the realest one that's reppin'. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always reppin'. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know